Hey everyone, in this video we're just going to be going over some recent news between the Walt Disney Company versus YouTube TV in their negotiations for contracts to hold Disney channels including ESPN, ABC, FX, and many others on YouTube TV. Now before we get into the details of what broke out into the public yesterday, I'd like you all to please like the video. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed and you like videos like this. Yesterday, December 13th, YouTube TV on their Twitter pinned a tweet that they tweeted at 6:17 p.m. It says, "Members, we're working with Disney to continue carrying Disney-owned channels, including ESPN, your local ABC station. If we're unable to reach a fair deal by December 17th, 2021, we'll decrease our monthly price by $15 while content is off the platform." They then comment under that an additional tweet on this thread saying, "We always want to be transparent and give you a heads up during these active conversations. Disney's an important partner, and we're optimistic that we can work with Disney and keep their content available on YouTube TV." And then they put a link to go over basically the press release, which says, "In order to make 85 plus channels available on YouTube TV, we partner with content owners from time to time. Our partnerships need to be renewed to ensure we continue to offer a strong lineup at a competitive and fair price. We are now in negotiations with Disney to continue distributing their content on YouTube TV. Our deal will expire on Friday, December 17th, 2021. We have not yet been able to reach an equitable agreement, and we want to give you a heads up so that you can understand your choices. Disney is an important partner for us. We're in active conversations with them, and we're working hard to keep their content on YouTube TV. Our ask of Disney, as well as all our partners, is to treat YouTube TV like any other TV provider by offering us the same rates that service of a similar size would pay across Disney's channels for as long as we carry them." They continue to say, "We welcome a renewed agreement provided we can reach equitable terms with Disney. However, if we're unable to reach a deal by Friday, the Disney-owned channels will no longer be available on YouTube TV starting December 17th and will decrease our monthly price by $15 from $64.99 to $49.99 while Disney content remains off the platform. We would love every member to stay with our service, but we give you the flexibility to pause or cancel your membership at any time. If you want to continue watching some of Disney's content, consider signing up for their own service, the Disney Bundle, which they offer for $13.99 a month and which is subject to its own terms and restrictions. We will share any further updates here as we seek a resolution for you, our members. Thank you for your patience and for being a YouTube TV member." So, what channels exactly will they lose? Well, Disney owns a lot of networks. So these are the channels that will be gone on December 17th if they can't make a deal. Your local ABC channel, ABC News Live, Disney Channel, Disney Junior, Disney XD, Freeform, FX, FXX, FXM, National Geographic Wild, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPNU, ESPN News, SEC Network, ACC Network. So a lot of channels that could potentially be leaving the service if they can't make a deal. So this is where things start to get interesting. How did people react? Because obviously they put this publicly, YouTube TV, as a tactic to try to get people to attack Disney for offering too high of a price, not being fair, not giving them a good deal. Well, instead, the opposite happened. Here are some reactions, and there were tons of reactions like this. First, this is a red line for me. If these channels are pulled, ESPN in particular, I will cancel my YouTube subscription effective immediately. No point in having YouTube TV with no ESPN. Live sports was how you promoted the service in the first place. You should see it that ESPN stays on the platform. I'd rather pay more for a platform that has what I want than save $15 on one that doesn't. If this happens, I'm out. I'll find another streaming service or go back to cable if I can't have live sports, Disney for the kids. This is ridiculous. Get ready for everyone to cancel if you don't get this fixed before college football season. If you all drop ESPN, you're going to lose half of your subscribers, and I'm guessing anyone with kids in addition to that. I don't care how much they're asking, you better get that done. You're on track to make $7 billion from subscribers this year, and yet every month we are constantly getting threats that you're going to lose channels. 2 months ago it was NBC, now it's Disney. Seems like you're being cheap. YouTube TV about to figure out how many people have it for ESPN and live sports. Y'all better get this figured ASAP. And then my two favorite ones, congrats to Hulu on getting tens of thousands of new customers, and no ESPN, ABC, we're going to Hulu. Now this one specifically shows how important Disney networks are versus everyone else's. How about the Fox Sports Net, now Bally's, that you dropped? I didn't get a discount for that. And this is all because YouTube knows it needs these networks, and without them, the only advantage it has is lowering the price a lot. It didn't lower the price when other networks were pulled, but it knows it needs to if they don't hold Disney's networks. So the question becomes, who will stay? And in my opinion, the only people that are going to stay are people who have linear TV for the news and don't care about sports at all. Now, I know people that pay for live TV just to watch CNBC, for example. And if you're someone who only watches CNBC on live TV, then maybe paying $50 a month instead of having to pay 70, 80, 90 bucks a month somewhere else, then it makes sense to maybe switch to even YouTube TV if you don't have it after they lose all these channels. But that said, I don't know if the audience is large enough to get rid of all these sports channels, kids channels from Disney, local news and regular news from ABC. You end up with a product that just doesn't have mass appeal at all if you get rid of Disney's networks. Disney has so much power in their networks that, I really don't know how YouTube TV can survive without it. And I don't think it'd be worth their time without it. So I do think they end up making a deal, but they are in a hard place because Disney has this one thing that makes the negotiation so much easier for them than YouTube TV. And it's that Disney is holding the cards in this battle since they own Hulu, which has Hulu plus live TV. So either Disney is going to get paid a premium for its loved networks by YouTube TV, or Hulu plus live TV gets a chance to add a ton of subscribers that will leave YouTube TV. And without the possibility of a massive sub gain at Hulu, Disney would be more inclined to bend a little more and take a little less than they originally asked for in this negotiation, because it'd be either get nothing or get something. But Disney now can let this deal expire, they could get a bunch of subs that go to Hulu plus live TV, and then they could re-enter the negotiation table and maybe take a little less or this or that, knowing that a lot of those people that switched over won't switch back just because the deal has now been made. Now, how many subs are actually for the taking? Well, YouTube TV has around 4 million subscribers. I assume it's a little more than that because that number's a little bit old, but that's the most up-to-date number I could find. And from Disney's latest earnings report, live TV had also 4 million subs on Hulu. Now, obviously, regular Hulu, not the live TV package, is their most popular one with 39.7 million subs. But they had 4 million at live TV plus SVOD for Hulu. So they both have around 4 million subs. This could be the perfect opportunity for Hulu plus live TV to take a massive lead ahead of YouTube TV if this deal doesn't get worked out. And they might be really overpricing these networks because they maybe just want more subs and rather have people switch over. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what they're asking, but I do own a lot of Disney stock. I do love YouTube, but for me, this is an obvious battle that Disney is going to come out ahead in, one way or the other. I honestly don't know what's the better option for Disney in the long run, getting top dollar for these networks or getting a bunch of subscribers that leave YouTube TV to get ESPN somewhere else. Now, the calculation is hard to figure out because we don't know how many of those subscribers will just go somewhere else. They might not go to Hulu plus live TV. They could go to DirecTV. They could go to just traditional cable from their companies like Verizon and AT&T. Who knows what they're going to do? But I look forward to seeing what happens on December 17th. And if the channels get pulled, the outrage on social media will be a PR disaster for YouTube TV, in my opinion. Take my word on that. Now, are you subscribed to YouTube TV? If you are, please comment below. I'm so curious to know, what will you do if they lose all these networks? Are you going to keep the service? Are you going to change? And if you're going to change, where will you change to? Personally, I am subscribed to Hulu plus live TV. I bundle it with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. And to be clear, anyone that thinks that YouTube TV subs can just save the $15 that YouTube's offering them and subscribe to ESPN Plus for less money, because I did see a lot of people commenting this on Twitter. They need to know that ESPN Plus does not have the same content as ESPN the channel does. And I think anyone who actually watches ESPN the channel already knows this. So just something to know if you're thinking that it is not the same. So curious what you will do if you're subscribed to any of these networks. Are you subscribed to any of them? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you made it to the end and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Until next time.